before he starts to second-guess himself through the air.
Yeah, and the job is only harder for Jordan tonight because our very own Dilworth corner not available tonight. No Aaron Dilworth in this one. And so here we go as DeWandre Crockett, who showed out last week, looking to do the same here, nearly breaks free as he's brought down across the 15, just shy of the 20. They're going to mark it right on the 20, and it'll be 1st and 10 Wiseguys to get things started.
Yeah, definitely going to be expecting to see in this first drive for the Wiseguys is how do they move the ball through the air without Dilworth? I mean, because he's such a crucial part of that offense.
You know, and the big thing with Dilworth is, you know, throughout the season, we've not seen him really be a guy that puts up a lot of rack or yak after. It's more make the big play in the end zone. So it'll be interesting to see. Very own Robinson center Travion James getting the start tonight in his place. We'll see what he can do. This one over the middle, caught. And they get a number that's not on our roster involved on that one. And so we'll figure that out, as that is number 15 on the catch.
And that's something that, you know, we're going to expect to be seeing a lot of from Jordan Ambrose, those quick 2-second pop passes because, like I said, he's not going to have a lot of time in that pocket. I mean, you know, kudos to the offensive line for the Wiseguys, but if they keep the ball in the hands of Jordan Ambrose for more than 3 seconds, it's possibly going to be bad times.
This is straight quarterback running, a lot of room. Ambrose with a first down as he is slammed down to the turf. That'll be another first down for the Wiseguys. So 1st and 10. Good drive here to open the game. You know, in that previous matchup, Ambrose had over 100 yards rushing in that game. 239 through the air, 104 through on the ground. So, I mean, they found something against them last time, and already you're starting to see them operate it here early in this one. It was Evans, the motion man, as Ambrose. He's going to take off again. Good blocking by Dorsey. Ambrose going to be slammed into the walls. He gets inside the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, Wiseguys. And once again, it's the Ambrose show.
Right, eliminating that quarterback run now from here on out with them being in the Bud Light red zone. But something that we haven't mentioned yet, you can correct me if I'm wrong in this stat, but the Wiseguys are undefeated in revenge games. So with it being
That's
here
right.
at home,
Yep.
it's going to be in for an exciting game.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, things change here. Obviously, Ambrose cannot run inside the 5-yard line, so he's going to have to throw the ball as he's got Evans in the backfield with him. He'll fake it to Evans. Got his man wide open. Oh, that one sails on him. Should have been 6. Instead, incomplete as he was looking for Robinson Senator Travion James for the first score of the evening.
I just don't think Ambrose, you know, had that ball in his hand the way he wanted it to. I mean, yeah, he had the ball in his hands because that's how he threw the ball, of course, but it just looked like he kind of sidearmed it instead of really releasing it at the ear, so possibly something we're going to have to watch for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and it seemed like he found James a little late on that play. James was wide open from the outset and wasn't able to find him, so Kyle Lester, the hero of last week, back on the offensive line, but he's snapping it, so he's not eligible on this play. James, your motion man. They roll it to the right. Ambrose looking, pumping, being chased. Big man on him. Throws it. Lester can't catch it. And down at the 5. There's the penalty flag. Lester, he was eligible last week, not eligible on this play, and that'll be a penalty on the Wiseguys on back things up.
Well, and look, as a bigger guy myself, you love seeing the big boys get involved, whether that's in the passing game like that or possibly even running in the backfield like a William Perry type run back in the day for the Bears. But again, you just can't – you got to avoid those middle early mistakes. And with that, you know, I just hate to see that for the Wiseguys.
Okay, so thanks to Chris Goodman. I knew I'd seen 15 on the field previously, but that is Vincent Hobbs, former Cleveland Brown. So out there, so some NFL flavor. So illegal touching going to be the call. And you hear the chorus of boos. That is not woo, that is boo. I believe it's 2nd down. That's a struggle at times. I don't trust that stick ever. It says 3rd, so we'll see. Ambrose looking. In trouble. He can run. Lobs it. Back of the end zone. And incomplete as he was looking for James again. Dangerous throw that time.
And Brown was kind of looking at the ref to call a pass interference, wanting the pass interference flag to throw, but, you know, just a great heads-up play by the defensive back there for the woo.
Again, if you are in the lower bowl over here and leaning against the wall,
They've got a crowd in here tonight now. We were told roughly 2,500 tickets sold for this game.
I like to see Brown in this one-on-one matchup here near the
Look
wall.
for Dorsey as well as Ambrose rolls right. Chase gets away, lobs it back in the end zone. Give him 6. Terrell Brown, you called it, Mr. Harlan. Touchdown, Wiseguys.
Well, if you go back and you look at that play, you're going to see the way he lines up, and he just darts across the end zone. And as soon as he took his initial step and darted across the Wiseguys in the end zone, the DB just wasn't keeping up with him, and it left it wide open.
Beautiful play there. Good job. We've seen Ambrose do it time and time again, manipulate that pocket, move it around, and find the open man, and he does it. You know, typically we'd have sent a single one on that play. Instead, it's double one. Number 11, Terrell Brown on the catch.
Again, I mean, you go back and you watch that play over, and that's something that coaches love to see. One-on-one matchups, get your speedy receiver out into the open field.
All right, so they'll go for 1 here from the 5. Brown, your motion man. Ambrose looking, throws, but he's short of the goal line. And conversion will be no good as he had Brown, but Brown did not deliver on that one.
I mean, that's a great first drive for the Wiseguys. I mean, anytime you can go down in your initial possession of the game, especially with how the stakes are lined up right now for them, to go in and get into the end zone, but Coach Bones Bagante can't ask for a better way.
No, you're right, and again, we talked about it in the pregame. We talked about it coming into this broadcast. This is a Wiseguys team that has struggled in the Bud Light red zone. Once they get down there, they're able to move between, as we say here, 20 to 20 or 15 to 15. But once they get inside that Bud Light red zone, inside the 10, it just becomes a struggle. And a lot of that is the new rules of the Arena League with the quarterback running lanes. And you get inside the 5, the quarterback can't run the ball. And so that makes a lot of difference, especially when you've got a guy the size of Ambrose who you typically could rely on to run in that situation. So I like it. I like what Bones drew up there, and it's good to see them setting the tone here early on.
Well, and again, look, here's the thing. For the first season of this team for the Wiseguys, I mean, Coach Bagante has done a fantastic job. And you talk about Ambrose, and he's actually second in the league with rushing yards at 550. So, I mean, he's had a fantastic year.
All right, so Crockett ready to throw this one off. A line drive throw going to be touched, though. Now picked up and hog-tied and thrown down at the 6-yard line. And I'll tell you, Tristan, that was a mistake by the Woo as JoJo Olabrise is the one who came up with the ball. But if he just lets that ball go, it's not going to land in the landing zone. And most likely you're going to get to see the Iowa Woo with the ball at midfield. Instead, because they touched it on the initial line, it is Woo ball at the 7. And that's the question from Coach Mann right now. But he'll look back at the replay of that and see that ball definitely, I'm not sure who it was initially that touched it as it tried to make its way through the line, but it was touched up here at by that front line of the Woo.
Well, again, this goes back to the Wiseguys being undefeated in the revenge games. I mean, you come into Hot Springs, Arkansas, you're going to have to play some tough football to walk out with a win.
You know, this is where our PA guy needs to get this crowd up. But defensively, you want to see these guys. This is where this crowd can make a difference. Now running Rogers up the middle, and nothing there. Good job by the Wiseguys, as that's number 4, Vashawn Palmer.
And kudos to Jamon Williams there. I think he was the first Wiseguys to make the initial contact with the quarterback, so look to see him kind of evade that offensive line pressure.
Rogers in the backfield. Motion man on the far side of the field. Rogers looks that way. Now he wants to throw it deep. Maybe a hold down there. No flag. And so incomplete. And it'll be 3rd down for the Woo.
And I tell you, you cannot get more textbook coverage than that right there. I mean, he didn't grab the jersey, didn't push off, didn't shove. Just a clean hand on the player to get the ball out of reach.
That was Vontre Henderson, the intended receiver. Zeno Hannibal in coverage. Hannibal had a great game last week against the Goats. Going to pick up again here where he left off last week. Motion in the slot. They'll set up a block. Rogers takes off, room to run. He's got a 1st down. Cuts inside his man, shrugs him off, and knocked out of bounds as he gets close or across midfield. Phones go flying down there in the Hot Springs Animal Hospital booth. but it's a first down for the Woo.
And what a great initial block. Sent the man in motion from the backfield, made contact with the Wiseguys, and just opened up that running lane for their quarterback to find the hole and get down the field.
And Rogers, a guy, 361 yards rushing, so he's not afraid to run it this time, throwing over the middle. Got his big tight end, a struggle to get him down. Whistle blows. Forward progress ruled. It ended, and a little extracurricular after the play. Chapman on that tackle.
One thing I love most about the Wiseguys is how physical they are on defense. I mean, you're going to see the occasional touchdown from the opposing team here and there, but when it comes to tackling, the Wiseguys are hitting them hard.
Yeah. Definitely a high level of football being played. And so here we go. Rogers, good snap, looking, good protection. It breaks down, dumps it off to his running back, and around the right side, that might be a horse collar. Not going to be, as they say, he had him by the numbers. Didn't get him in the collar, so first down Woo. It'll be first and goal in the Bud Light red zone for the Woo.
And the craziest thing about that play is the way the middle linebacker was just kind of lurking there, just waiting to see where the ball was going to go, and just wrapped and pulled him down.
So Olabreese will be the motion man here on the near side. Rogers gets the snap. Olabreese late to move. Rogers looking. Got plenty of time. Now takes off. He's got room. And give him 6 as Rogers muscles his way in. Touchdown. Touchdown, Woo.
And that's the difference between quarterbacks who are game managers and game changers. I mean, had nowhere to go on the play. Rogers just surveyed the field and was able to find a running room to get the 6 on the board.
And they're going to go for 2. As the cricket sound, this place gets deathly quiet after that score. I like it. We got a great crowd. Give the folks here in Hot Springs, surrounding areas, a ton of credit. The seats behind us are very full. And so, all right, they'll go for 2. Tie game at 6, 7:08 to play, clock running. Rogers now pressure, he gets away from it. Sidearms it, picked, intercepted, Hannibal. He can return it. Hannibal breaks a tackle, pitches it, gets it away. Oh! Chapman had a chance to score. And there's your excitement in the Arena League right there. Nearly 2 the other way instead of stay tied at 6 with 6:53 to go in our first quarter.
Well, we were talking pregame about the last time the Wiseguys had an interception in the end zone down here, and you were talking about how you were wanting them to pitch it back. Well, partner, I hope you got it right there.
I missed what that call was. Whatever it was, didn't make the fans happy. But we'll have our throw off. And now, conversation. You can see the touchdown run here by Rogers. And a lot of guys are able to run through DeAndre Crockett like that. Crockett just couldn't wrap him up, and Rogers becomes a fan. But that's a great play by Hannibal to step out in front of that ball. Nearly made something out of it.
I believe the flag may have been forward lateral.
It's definitely right along the line. It was hard to tell. And either way, it doesn't matter. You might as well try it in that situation. No harm, no foul. All right. I believe that's JoJo Olabreese ready to throw off. It'll be Troy Evans to return for the Wiseguys. Olabreese going to go try to hide in the corner before he throws this. Line drives it left side, bounces at the 10. Evans corrals it, stutters, across the 5, going to be dumped at the 11. That's where the Wiseguys drive will start here. And I'm a little surprised, Tristan. I would not put it past this Iowa team with the way that they set up like that far to the corner. Last week we saw a throw off where where the Wiseguys threw it way up in the air, and it almost worked as like a sky kick, and it allowed the defenders to get down. And so I think we got some miscommunication here as to when the games are being played. So they'll Those folks off the field. We'll try this again.
Well, back to your point about the throw-offs. I mean,
but I would not be shocked if we see the Woo try to throw it high and get that high throw with the fact that they're lined up this far away from that scoreboard. So Lester at center. You got Hobbs and Dorsey next to him. Ambrose. It's the snap. Evans picks up the blitzer. Now back over the middle. Terrell Brown makes the catch. Ooh, he is hammered down. It'll be a short gain. Bring up second down.
You love physicality, but the way this field is, you hit that ground, you're going to hit it pretty hard.
Yeah, you know, last week we saw Ambrose take a shot where his helmet hit that ground hard. There was a lot of concern afterwards. Thankfully, he was able to continue on. But yeah, there's no padding under this. It's just like falling on concrete. Now Evans gets around his man at the line of scrimmage. He broke the line. He broke it down. Nothing there. Now he's got his man as Evans dives for the catch out across the 20 to the 21. Going to be right at the sticks. Going to be third down and a yard.
Well, I believe there was a little bit of miscommunication there on the receiving core because two of them thought they were going to come in. The others thought they were going to go. One of the other ones thought that they were going to go out. So a little bit of a miscommunication, and Evans was able to come back to the ball and make the catch.
Expect Ambrose to run this. Instead, now he takes off. Instead to Dorsey. Dorsey makes the – oh! Dorsey breaking ankles across the 20, 15, first down, Wiseguys.
Give that guy a manual. That's a smooth move.
Well, that was nice. No doubt about it. We've not seen that out of Lou Dorsey all year long.
Shout out Chris Smooth for that one.
So first down, new set of downs for the Wiseguys. Now we got a stoppage. Oh, we got an equipment malfunction here. Wardrobe malfunction, not quite of the Janet Jackson variety. We about had that last week, though, on the Crockett interception, the high-flying one-hander. You know, when I went back and pulled highlight clips, his pants were around his knees when he got up. So, thankfully, it's just the whitey-tighties. All right, now I think we've got all the equipment figured out. It'll be first and 10, Wiseguys. Ambrose surveys the Woo defense. James was your motion man. Ambrose looking, directing traffic, trying to get away from trouble, just pitches it away. Evans makes a one-handed catch. Oh, what a move by Evans. Back across the field. 10 and going to be, no, not out of bounds. Now he's pushed out at the 9-yard line. That's a great play by Evans.
Well, they're getting shifty early, partner, but something that on that play that I don't know if you noticed or not, but before the wardrobe malfunction, they were in a different formation. And they came back out and they said, hold on, let's go with this. And they were able to get a couple yards on that play.
We wanted a block in the back. It was close. There on the change of direction by Evans. We got another whistle.
See what I'm trying to say here?
I'm going to get clarification from that man over your right shoulder. Ambrose rolling right, looking, throwing, oh, nearly caught. Would have been a touchdown as they were looking for Brown again, and this time incomplete. So it'll bring up a third down. Our graphic says 3rd and 10. That is not correct. You can't get 10 from here. It's 3rd and something. Third down and 3. So need the 5 for a first down. They've moved the sticks to this side, so we can't really tell. Now Ambrose looking, throwing, got his man left side. That's a first down. And knocked out of bounds is Lou Dorsey. So it'll be first and goal, Wiseguys.
Seems like the Wiseguys are firing on all cylinders.
Motion is Evans and Dorsey. Ambrose steps up, looking, throwing, tipped, and a souvenir for the Oaklawn booth.
Well, and here's the thing, okay? I do want to just give a quick kudos to Kyle Lester, the offensive lineman. Took on 2 people on his own there.
Yeah. You know, we've seen Kyle Lester do it all. I mean, from being a center, snapping it. So we know he's got the hands because we also saw him catch it last week for the game-winning score. So Kyle Lester is one of my favorites, and he's had a blast out there. So I'm chatting it up with the fans on the way back after he caught the ball earlier that he wasn't supposed to. Ambrose has James and Evans in motion. Ambrose in trouble, and he is swallowed up. Oh, my gosh. Helmet flies off. And let's just hope he's okay, because once again, no padding under this turf, and he was just swallowed up. And let me tell you something, big number 0, he reminds me of a young man that we had at Maumelle a few years ago, now playing at UCLA, wearing that 0 and coming in crushing folks. Although I got to say that my buddy Nico Davio, a little more thin.
Well, and again, you know, it was a great play by the defense, but look, you got 2 players coming at you full speed. Kyle Lester just kind of had to take one of them and kind of let the other one go by.
Hey, you're going to like number 0's last name.
Yeah, he's got a great last name. Doesn't spell it right, but he's got a great last name. He's missing an E.
Now Brown, your motion man. Ambrose in trouble, throwing deep. Oh, Brown ran out of room. Oh, but look at the catch in the back of the Oaklawn booth. Great play by that kid.
It's going to be worth a point.
Yeah, you know, we should turn this into banana ball and banana football in some way, and that would have been a touchdown.
It's got to be worth at least 1 point, maybe a half a point. So it's really 6.5 to 6.
So it'll be 4th down, I believe. Yeah, 4th down, but it's 4th and goal. It's Ambrose without Dilworth. Evans, your motion man. Ambrose drops, looking, throwing, got his man. Oh, boy, in between Brown and James, and that'll be a turnover on down. Back to the Woo as we end the first quarter. That'll do it for a quarter of play here from Oaklawn's Arena League field inside Bank OZK Arena. We'll be back with more Arena League football after this. OZK Arena, I'm Steve Henson, joined by Tristan Harlan. Iowa Woo open things up after the turnover and downs in the second, and hammered down. That's got to be a grounding. They're going to say he's down. They're going to call him down at the 5, and what a play by DeDarian Prize.
I mean, he came in like an absolute missile, got off the block. Him and Palmer just shot in the backfield to get the quarterback on the floor. Rogers had no time there. That's something that fires your entire sideline up.
Yeah, look at Primes as he's exchanging pleasantries with number 10, Jeff Mack of the Woo, as that's who he just whipped right off the line. And so we'll see what happens here. 2nd down. Motion man, Rogers looks left, quick throw, caught, but nowhere to go as he is slung down immediately. He's in on that one, looks like a couple of Wiseguys. Number 21, Hosea Singleton in on that tackle. We have a few roster changes with the last minute scratch for Aaron Dilworth, so if we misidentify anybody, we apologize.
Well, one thing I can say is that the Wiseguys right now, they're coming in and they're hungry.
Yeah.
They're hungry for that number 2 seed.
Now Rogers looking, scrambling right, just going to launch it. Throws it deep and nobody home. As he was looking, I believe that's number 9, Kevon Smith. Overthrew him. Great coverage there by Vashawn Palmer. That's going to bring him a 4th down, and we'll see if they surrender, and they will.
Well, and that pass was more or less, he just gave up on the catch. I mean, he was running. He saw where it was, and he had room to run and get under it, but he just stopped. And I think he was trying to bait into the defensive pass interference, but he just stopped too soon.
Well, he stopped and gave up completely. Like,
right.
You're right. That was my thought initially, was as soon as he kind of checked up, I thought that ball was destined for 5 rows into the stands. And instead it hit right off the side of the wall. If he keeps running, that might be 6. I wonder how mad they'd get if I threw my penalty flag on the field.
Well, I would say they would ask you to leave, but I think you have enough power that you can kind of say, hey, that's my bad, I won't do it no more.
I'm important to the process.
Yeah. I think you got enough backing him all mail that you'll be fine.
There you go. So 1st down as they'll hand this one away, left side, and running hard and into the wall. It's number 17 for the Wiseguys.
I mean, you got to watch James here. I mean, look at how far back this defensive back is playing on coverage.
Ambrose quick throw, got Brown. Brown is wrapped up as he gets out to the 20. Forward progress will bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Blitz is coming on this play. Well, I thought it was.
Might have been held. Got away with it. Throws left side. Caught by James. That'll be enough for a Wiseguys first down.
I saw Brooks getting ready to come off that edge, and I thought he was going to come steamroll Jordan Ambrose in the next Tuesday.
17 is Quay Hicks. I had to go back to an old roster that we used a few weeks ago. And I remember Hicks was a huge piece of their win in a revenge game a few weeks ago here in this building. We didn't see him last week at all. Now Ambrose, time, looking, throwing. Dorsey catches it inside the 15, 10. Hurdles a man, out of bounds he goes. Well, over the wall. And that'll be another first down, first and goal for the Wiseguys.
These guys ain't playing. I mean, you're going to see on the replay just whoop.
Oh, man.
Chris Berman for you.
Hurdling is legal in this league, so no penalty there. Brown, the roundabout motion. Ambrose going to follow Hicks, left side. Ambrose, hogtied, being pushed. We need some tush-push action. Instead, taken down at the 2, and it'll be second and goal, Wiseguys.
The Wiseguys right now have the Woo on their heels, and I'm not sure the Woo has ever been this backed up before in this season.
So it'll be second and goal down to the 2-yard line. Now, obviously your offense changes a little here, although I'd give it to Hicks. Let him follow prime. That's what they do. Hicks, left side. The Woo thought the same thing as Hicks dumped outside the 5-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a third and goal for the Wiseguys.
They had single coverage there for a moment. I thought Ambrose was going to audible out of it and just toss it into the, well, what we call the Dilworth corner. But, again, you know, just a heads-up play by the Woo defense to get back there and stop the run before it really bloomed into something big.
All right, so we'll try this third down and goal. Evans, he'll get the handoff. Evans left side, trying to block it up. Fumble, lost the ball. Ball's out. And let's see. What are they going to say? They say he was down? No. Wow, they are saying he's down. Now, this is where, if you're Coach Mann, I'm reviewing this all day long. You see our review official already taking a look. But that was a fumble. That ball was out. Yeah, well
ball. That ball's 100% out.
Now, maybe they're saying that, well, I'm not real sure what our call is here. They're going to say that he recovered it? Either way, they're
snapping it, yeah.
Ambrose looking, pressure coming. Ambrose lobs it. Brown's there. Oh, couldn't come down with it. As Brown took a shot in that corner, and he is slow to get up, but going to be helped up. And that'll be a turnover on downs for the Wiseguys. And once again, the struggles in the Bud Light red zone rear their ugly head here in the second quarter.
Try to go for the one-hand catch there, and I'll put it to you this way. If I'm in that situation on 4th and goal, I'm trying to catch it with 2 hands. I'm not going for a spec catch, but I understand why.
Well, and you got to think, too, though, when you get in that situation, and this is part of why it is so difficult to score inside the Bud Light red zone in this league. When you get down here, it's suddenly 7 on 6.
Right.
Because they know the quarterback has to throw the football, so you're dropping everybody. Rogers, quarterback run all the way across the 20, and Chapman going to finally drag him down, but a big gain for Rogers as he crosses midfield inside the 20. First down, Woo.
At the end of the play there, Palmer came on the corner kind of like a jet, and he tried to hit that ball out right before he made contact with the ground, but he was unsuccessful in the try.
Well, Rogers going to audible. Again, one of the unique pieces to this, too. Both coaches are in the offensive backfield, as is our cameraman. Motion. Rogers looking, got his man, tackled immediately. Was Hannibal there to make the tackle.
I would keep my head on a swivel if I'm Crockett, because I thought Palmer was going to challenge him in the corner there.
I do like some of the play design here out of the Woo. A lot of crossers. Second down. They'll hand it away, right side looking. breaks a tackle, stutters back inside the 10, 5, 4, 3, and down. It'll be 1st and goal here for the Woo as that run, Jeff Mack on the carry. If you look at Mack, 5'10", 205, he looks like a running back. He looks like every part of it.
Well, the Wiseguys were pressing on that play. I'm sure they were expecting that crossing play again, but that opened up a big-time running lane.
We're going to get a whistle and what do we got? Timeout. Excited to get to high school season here real soon. Now they'll hand this one away right side. Oh, what a hit, but a touchdown. Give him 6, I believe. Oh, they're going to mark him short. Actually mark him at the 1, much to the chagrin of Henderson. I thought he was in as well.
As soon as you make contact with that wall, you're out of bounds. And he
as long as you're forced into
right.
it. Yeah. See the replay here.
Right there, boom.
Whoa. Yeah, he was turned. That's the problem. It is back to the goal line, so ball was not over the line. So they'll try this again on 2nd and goal. Now Rogers, he can't run it. Rogers in trouble, and he is swallowed up at the 4.
A little bit of extracurriculars going on in the end zone, but if he would have got that ball off, that's going to go the other way for 6.
Look at this play. Rogers was stuck in no man's land where he can't run it, couldn't pitch it, and just had to survive for another play.
And that's what you like to see from your defense. 3 to 4, the same guy in the same color jersey, swat to the ball. Get the guy down. Do not allow second chance yardage, and that was a great defensive effort by the Wiseguys.
Once again, this will be a snap from the 5. Rogers not a threat to run. Motion man Brown, they look that way. Brown tipped away. What a play by Crockett in the end zone. And that'll force a 4th and goal.
Well, that's going back to what I said earlier. Crockett's got to keep his head on a swivel, and right there, as soon as the throw's there, he knows he's got to get that arm in there because he's not in position to make the pick.
Well, that looked like 6 off the throw, off the hand of Rogers. Looked like 6. So give Crockett a ton of credit. We've seen Crockett make some great plays and doing well in this one. All right, 4th down. Motion man Brown. Rogers looks, lobs, back of the end zone. Too much. Nobody home as Rogers is incredulous with himself. That'll be a turnover on downs. And I'd say the timeout was a smart move by Coach Bones.
Oh, 100%. And on that play, you could go back, and these coaches are probably going to watch it 500 to 600 times because that, as much of a textbook throw as it's got to be, Rogers has got to understand that these fields are not the same as a college or an NFL field or just a traditional football field. You can't lob it up from that standpoint of where they were on the field.
Well, you can if you got a deal worth.
Oh, well, yeah, but.
Which neither team has.
Oh,
tonight.
yeah.
But no, you're right. And I mean, that's the play there because again, we talked about it on the Wiseguys drive. You're 7-on-6 football in that time because your quarterback cannot do anything but throw.
And I'll tell you, Ambrose is one big play away from completely taking over this game, and I'm sure it's going to happen on this drive.
You saw it again. We saw it, in the previous matchup. They just couldn't put points on the board. Looking to change that as we're under 5 in the half. Maybe some miscommunication as he looked for the RPO, but nobody there. And now a souvenir as that one goes in the stands.
Pass incomplete, but a fan walks away with a special souvenir.
I like that. That one, the guy that gets the ball, that ball was rocketed off of him. He didn't make the catch. Lady in front of him found it and gave it to him. So rewarded for the probably pain that he got. That did not happen to me when Robert Bob Moore Jr. hit me with a line drive. I lost that ball. Ambrose steps up around the pressure. He's got Brown. Nice catch, Brown. Oof. His kidney punched to the ground at the 14-yard line. Bring up a 3rd down.
I almost think he caught it one-handed.
He did.
I mean, he controlled it and brought it in, controlled it with his body, but I'm telling you, we're probably 1 to 2 plays away from seeing Ambrose run all the way to the end zone.
I think this would be an Ambrose run here. He'll probably run right behind, and he does, as they'll go quarterback draw. That'll be enough for the 1st down. Ambrose lost it, but was down. And, I mean, it doesn't hurt to be able to follow a guy like number 17, Quay Hicks. That's quite a body to be able to chase behind. So between Hicks as well as Hobbs up there, and then you got the big man at center. There's a lot of beef in front of you here. Down to 3.5 to go in our first half. Again, reminder, clock runs continuously until inside 2 minutes. Motion James, they'll give it away this time. Hicks, left side. Hicks trying to run folks over. Instead, he'll be knocked out of bounds as he gets across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Bring up a second down, and what looks to be about 8.
Pass received by number 8, Lou Dorsey.
Not sure what our PA guy's looking at, because that was definitely not Lou Dorsey. I think he fell asleep on that play. Wasn't even a pass. It was a handoff, sir. This time they're going to throw is Ambrose. That's hands to the face, not called. Now they'll lob it. Oh, boy. That's a tough catch for Brown. As that is number 9, Kevon Smith. And Smith, that play was telegraphed. He saw it coming from about 15 yards out, took advantage.
Well, I mean, you're going to see right there. Defensive guy comes over the edge, and as I like to call a pass like that, a hospital pass, because, I mean, you throw a little bit too many of those, you're going to put your guy in the hospital.
I know that guy.
It's a great matchup on the far side of your screen.
Ambrose now looking this way. Little curl route. Look out. We about had a Bartman moment there as Evans wanted to make a catch. Couldn't get his hands up there between all the fans that are right here in front of us. Oaklawn's Arena League field inside Banco ZK Arena. 4th down for the Wiseguys. Big play. Ambrose drops. Got time. He's going deep. He's got a man. Crockett by himself. Give him 6. Touchdown. Wiseguys.
And that was just blown coverage by Iowa. I mean, you cannot leave someone that fast. Look, if we can go back to that, you're going to see the defensive back just stand there and kind of watch as the play develops. That's your controller died, bro moment, because he stands there, he watches the ball go, and he knows as soon as that pass is thrown that his assignment was blown.
Yeah, I don't know if you can go back to that there in production, but on that replay, you see Willie Miles III is the only player who saw that ball being thrown, and he is a dead sprint trying to catch up, but Crockett there was no chance.
Yeah, and again, I mean, as a coach, as a player, as a fan of a team, you love those moments. And right there, that's a huge momentum shift.
Replay. After this. Evans motion. Ambrose looking, wants Dorsey, tipped, and caught! Oh, tip drill for 2!
As soon as that initial play the ball was thrown, I kind of had a feeling it was going to happen, but I didn't know if the heads-up play was there. But man, oh man, the Wiseguys are in control.
What a play by Hobbs to still be in on that play and make that catch off the tip. We'll see that one on replay here in just a minute. This is the touchdown throw to Crockett. But you see the play here. Hobbs was begging for it. Instead, he went Dorsey, off Dorsey's face mask, and somehow Hobbs ends up with it anyway. And that's a heck of a scoring drive with 1:45 left to go here in the first half.
I want to say he just didn't know what the route was, but I mean, you watch this, you prepare for this game. You prepare for the game, excuse me, and you know it right. Yeah, sometimes words are hard. Sorry. English, even though it's my first language, I struggle with.
Apparently, I struggle with the English language, according to Trip Keeter. I mean, hey, they can have that after the game. Halftime, whatever gets you going.
This isn't Blue Mountain State, my friend.
I hear there's a place up the street that'll make you feel like it, though.
Oh, this is a PG show, boss. It's a PG show.
Oh, no, PG's our high school broadcast.
Hey, whatever's best for business.
All right, so it'll be Iowa football here from the 5. 1:45 left in the first half. And, boy, if you're the Wiseguys, you got to be happy with that score. Now defensively, got to step up and get a stop here and take this 13-6 lead into the break. Rogers, motion man. They look that way. That one's short, incomplete. Second down.
That's lockdown coverage by Hannibal. I mean, he pressed, he put hands on the receiver, and he did not allow that cut to happen, and it just got overthrown because of the initial press.
I'm not sure that one ever had a chance. Rodgers, I'm not sure that ball slipped coming out. But, I like what Hannibal's doing because, they say hold could be called on every play, PI could be called on every play. Hannibal could have got called for PI, but what he did was he kept those hands inside and hit them and got just enough of the jersey to get the guy off his route. Rodgers now wants to scramble, and he breaks free of 2 tackles as he hits the circle button a couple times. It'll be 2nd down after the tackle by Taylor Hunt.
Well, and you go back to that pass play earlier, but I can remember even back to when I was playing in high school before I initially moved to Arkansas, is that our coaches would tell the defensive linemen the same thing they tell the DBs. Well, as soon as that ball snapped, you fire your hands into that opposing player to throw them off.
Now a big 3rd down here for the Woo. As Rodgers looking, wants to go left, throws well out of bounds. As, guitar gets taken out. We're going to have a live concert. Hey, there you go, Mr. Couples. Good job. Make sure you clean things up.
As it's complete, that'll make it 4th down.
So 4th down. We'll see. The Woo go. This will be surprising. They will not. They're going to surrender. So the Woo will surrender. It'll be Wiseguys footballs. We'll switch sides of the field. And with 58 seconds left in the first half, Wiseguys got a chance to have a 2-score lead as we go to the break. Important, just 1 timeout left. Clock does stop, though, with incomplete passes. Plays ruled out of bounds. That's the one difference. The only time your clock stops, inside of 2 minutes of both halves.
Well, and the song choice right now could not have been better. I Want to Rock, the Wiseguys Want to Rock, and let me tell you, right now, they're rocking the lead.
I gotta quit looking at our group chat. Hey, I do love you, Kyle, for watching, man. Appreciate you.
My man, Kyle.
Be your broadcast partner. Do it. Now Ambrose again, a little miscommunication, but Ambrose gonna make the best of it. Oh, look at the block by Hobbs. Hobbs just turned around and chose violence.
Well, football's a violent man game.
He just became the man on that play. Hobbs was like, wait, my quarterback's in my lap, and he just turned around and started shoving people. Looked like that bouncer when Darren McFadden got kicked out the club at Willie G's back in the day.
Okay.
Ambrose, he's going to run again. Look at him holding on to Hicks, takes him with him, spin move, circle button down to the 16-yard line. 1st and 10, Wiseguys, timeout.
You make it Darren McFadden.
So that plays that stop the clock. They're going to motion Hicks out, motion Brown towards the line. Ambrose steps up, launches. Oh, he's got Hicks. Give him 6. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, golly, he had his man in the back of the end zone, and Hicks just couldn't hold on to it.
I mean, you're going to see it right here. Throws off his back foot. Nobody but God himself to break up that pass to the last second. Number 7, Solomon Jr., Frankie Solomon Jr. just knocked that ball out. Great play by the defensive back.
So now 2nd down, and again, pretty much every play is going to have to go into the end zone. Now Evans, your motion man. Ambrose, now Hicks stays in the block. Plenty of time. Ambrose, time breaks down, looking once. Brown, got it! Give him 6! Terrell Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
I mean, look, I've said it once, I'll say it a million times tonight. In an absence of a star player in the red zone, somebody's got to step up. Next man up, and Brown just absolutely ripped that ball away from the defensive back. The defensive back had a chance to swat it away. Brown got those hands on it, gripped the ball tight, tucked it into the chest, scored the touchdown. That the Wiseguys are up 19-6.
And you can't say enough about the throw by Ambrose either. On the run, off platform, finds his man, gets it in there, and just in between brackets somehow got that to Terrell Brown. And now they'll go for 1, up 19-6. Brown's your motion man. Ambrose dropped it. Pressure coming at him. Gets away from it. Looking, throwing. Brown backside. And Brown wrestles, couldn't bring it in. as he is hog-tied and slammed. And let's hope Brown's okay. And he's up, and that'll do it for our first half. Wiseguys.
And you know, you talk about the postseason, but they host a playoff game, get a win, they're hosting the championship game.
Yeah.
Well, that's if the number one.
Yeah,
if the number one seed ends up losing.
I'm not 100% how that lays out, but this one in and out of bounds into the luxurious boxes on the sidelines. Hey, I tell you, those have been full all year long. Those boxes, and why wouldn't they be? Like, again, if you read the kind of the program we got here and the rules, this is a regulation hockey rink with turf on it. Is basically what this is. And everything's playable. You catch it in bounds, as they say. If you catch the ball, you can land 5 rows in the stands, and it's still a catch. And so it's just a fun product. It's a lot of fun to watch. And if you haven't made your way out to a game to enjoy the atmosphere that goes on in these games, you're missing out.
I definitely would like to see the league expand all across the state. I mean, Arkansas is a hot town for football, whether that's semi-professional with the Kings and the Punishers and whatnot. But, I mean, hey, football is a booming business in Arkansas.
Ambrose going to keep it up the middle. He is hammered down as he gets across the 5. Just checking in on some other scores. They're about to start the second half in Duluth. The number 1 seeded Duluth Harbor Monsters, they lead Ozarks, the Lunkers, 30-6 as they get ready to start the second half. And I'm pretty sure they're watching the game from a blimp.
That puts a new definition to high camera, or nosebleed camera, I should say.
Yeah, Ambrose dropping, in trouble, pitches it out, finds Lou Dorsey. Dorsey could not break the tackle. They'll roll him down, and let's hope Dorsey's okay. Dorsey hit the ground hard with that exposed hand, and Dorsey is down and not getting up. And that is not a good sign for the Wiseguys. Dorsey has had moments all year long where he has struggled with injury. Dorsey trying to get to his feet as the trainers have made their way out. And you wonder if he hit the side of his helmet. I thought maybe it was more hand. Don't have a replay currently, but this may be one of those moments where you're dealing with a head injury. Let's hope that's not the situation.
Well, I mean, he's up and he's walking under his own power. I think he may have just kind of got a little stinger.
And could have been breath knocked out of him. You land the wrong way on your side, but let's hope he's okay. Good news is he is headed off under his own power. Second down as Ambrose gets the snap. Pressure, oh my gosh, right up the middle, and this is most likely going to be a safety. They're going to say incomplete, and there is a receiver in the area, and that may be the piece that saves them. Our officials are going to get together, and one way or the other, there's going to be one side very unhappy about this call. There it is. And so it's going to be an intentional grounding that's happened in the end zone, so it should be a safety.
Intentional grounding, offense. Also down. Quarterback is in the end zone with a foul occurred. Results in a safety.
Well, our replay official is beside us looking the play over.
Yep. And it is confirmed. Our replay official has confirmed that it is a safety. And I thought so live that was going to be the call. Ambrose was a little surprised by the blitz that came right up the middle. I think he picked up the blitzers on the outside, but was surprised by that blitz up the middle. And now all of a sudden it's a field goal game, even though you can't kick field goals to tie it.
I tell you, I'd love to see a replay on that one just to see where the defense lined up at. I mean, of course, we saw it from up here, but where exactly did the blitzers come in from? Well, regardless of the fact, here we go right here. So Harlan blitzes right up the middle, which allows, I believe that was Jamie Colon that was able to get in there and cause the sack that led to the intentional grounding. But what a play by Trey Harlan to control both those linemen to allow his teammate to get in the backfield.
So our throw off, and that one going to be playable. It did not land in the landing zone, so there's a penalty on the play. Either way, we'll see how they adjudicate this one. But I do believe this is going to be a penalty on the Wiseguys.
Will be placed at the 25-yard line, first down.
So I'm not sure if you were able to hear that, but the reason so Tyler Chenault explains this beautifully, and I guess I should have the rules up in front of you there, but if the ball does not land on the throw-off inside the 10, then it's basically like it's a penalty, but I can't think of the word I'm looking for. But basically, they get the ball at midfield.
Right.
So try to return it, try to make it happen. But all right, so they'll hand this one away up the middle and over the 20 down to the 18-yard line.
Tackle just past the 20. By number 10, Zeno Hannibal. Second down for the Whoop. Let's make some noise for your Wiseguys.
Rogers hands it away up the middle, looking right side. And boy, big hit. I believe that was Chapman who came in and finished him off. A carry by Jeff Mack.
Had a running lane there for a moment, but I mean, you saw three players try to trap him, and he just had a little hole. And I mean, shout out to Taylor Hunt on that play, because he turned what could have been a detrimental touchdown into a very good loss of yardage there.
Again, Mack up the middle, and this time he is hog-tied by one hand. Ball comes out. They're going to blow it dead. Was that Crockett that reached in there with one hand to make that play? Who was that?
Taylor Hunt.
Oh, wow. Rogers decides to scramble. No motion of man. He faked it to him, kept it, falling forward. He's got it. First down, Woo. They had him in the backfield, but he was able to break free of a tackle and fall forward. That'll be a first down, Iowa.
Our replay official is next to our producer. See if they're going to review it or not.
You know, now that they've moved the sticks to our side, it's harder for us to see what the lines of scrimmage are. They're going to rule him inside the 15. We'll see they needed what looks to be the 16, I thought, for a first down. You see both of our lines, and he has it by a yard.
Oh, yeah, he definitely had forward progress by a yard.
So they confirm the spot. And now the motion man is Brown. That's where they want to go with it. Back of the end zone. Oh, he picked it.
That's an interception.
That's intercepted. Crockett with another amazing interception as he takes it away from Brown.
Head on a swivel, seatbelt, lock it in. That's a Wiseguys interception, and the Wiseguys are getting the ball back. Look at that play. You cannot define textbook coverage better than that. You want big-time plays from big-time players, and to turn your head, contort your body, get your arm wrapped up on the receiver and bring that ball in. I don't care what league you're playing in. That is a heck of an interception.
You know, we saw Crockett do it last week on the one-handed pick that he nearly took back. But what a play on that one. A great interception. And it'll be Wiseguys football at the 5. And now we got to hope that Justin Brown is okay, as he took a shot on that as it came down on right on his shin and ankle. He did hop off under his own pressure, under his own power. It's Ambrose, straight quarterback run. And he's wrapped up, falls forward, giving 4 on the play out to the 9.
Last time the Wiseguys had the football, they were right back where they started this drive from, and they weren't able to go anywhere. But this time, Ambrose able to get on the quarterback run and get some yardage. So hopefully that takes the tension off of the offensive line and allows Ambrose to kind of air the ball out here on this play.
Second down and 6. Ambrose, ooh, what a hit at the line. This one caught by Hobbs. He stiff arms the first man. Does not go down, knocked out of bounds. Helmet's flying. And it's going to bring up a third down and about a yard for the Wiseguys. I'd say that's a huge stop if you're a Wiseguys fan, as all the momentum was on the Iowa Woo side. That interception turns the tide, much like it did against the Goats last week when Crockett was able to go up and make an amazing interception. Oh, there was contact there. I'm surprised we don't see a flag fly. Instead, Ambrose, design quarterback run, a fight, a scrum. Ambrose taking the scrum with him as he's out across the 15 to the 18-yard line. That'll be enough for a Wiseguys first down.
And I tell you, I don't know if we can see this on the replay in the pre-snap, but number 7, Frankie Solomon Jr., he was confused of where the flag was, so I'm surprised Ambrose didn't hot route, send his receiver on a streak and kind of get that deep ball to his receiver for the score.
Yeah, I can't believe Kyle Lester definitely took contact from big number 0, Harlan. Now Ambrose thought about going deep. Instead, nothing there, and they're going to rule him down. They're going to rule Ambrose down. It's going to be a sack back at the 13-yard line.
And I don't know. From up here, I thought he got the ball out in time.
Yeah, it was close. We'll see if they take a look at this one. I'll tell you right now, Ambrose is being absolutely accosted in the backfield here in the second half. There's been some great adjustments made by Woo Coach Mann.
I got to tell you, that's great vernacular there, partner.
Now Ambrose in trouble, gets away, looks, and now throws it away into the stands. You thought you were going to make a catch, didn't you?
Oh, I thought he was going to give me one. Thought he was going to be nice. It's not like my birthday's not till October, but still, I thought it was going to be nice.
Hey, we need one. You know, it seems like all you got to do is ask Ambrose to do something, and he'll do it. I mean,
oh, yeah.
He told the Spa City Therapy booth he'd dive in, and he did. Ambrose looking, throwing, and caught over the middle. A dart to Mr. Evans for a Wiseguys. Not a first down. They get out to midfield. Got ahead of myself. It'll be fourth down and about 3. Oh, we got a late penalty. Oh, the Woo players pointing as number 24, Jamie Vicente Colon. So we'll await our call.
After the play, illegal coach communication.
Oh.
That's a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. The down counts. 4th down.
Wow. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that rule myself, partner, but.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one. Obviously, you have a coach on the field. And, boy, that's a huge one, as now Coach Bones will be forced to surrender on 4th down and give the ball back to the Woo.
Hot Springs is surrendering 4th down.
And that's a tough one. So, again, you have coaches on the field. We'll try to get a little clarification here at the break as to what exactly the violation was there for Coach Bones. Obviously, that one on the Wiseguys. Wiseguys, 5:41 left in the third. It's been all Woo in the second half, but interception may have changed the complexion. Instead, throw, catch, hog tie tackle here by Jamon Williams, but another first down.
And that was just kind of a lazy coverage by Jamon Williams. But with that last penalty being on Hot Springs, it's just kind of, it's tough.
Yeah. Well, you're in a tough spot, and you hate it when your coach is the one that's called for it. Now Rogers. Oh, my goodness, what a move. But he lost the ball. Ball's out, and a fight for it. I think Rogers was able to get it back. And he did, I think. Let's see. And it is. They're marking second down. I thought that was enough for a first. They're right at it. We're going to say about a half a yard shy.
So he makes the move, makes the man miss. He loses it, but he recovers it with his legs. Interesting. I mean, Palmer on that play just got juked out of his cleats or his turf shoes, whatever you like to call what he's wearing. But, I mean, you got lucky right there if you're Jordan, if you're Carlos Rogers, excuse me.
Dropping, looking, Rogers in trouble, and they're going to say live ball. Oh, no,
he lost it.
He lost it. They'll pick, he can't scoop it. Now scooped and taken down inside the 15 at the 12. To Darren Primes, had touchdown on his mind, and that was flashbacks of the Sugar Bowl a few years if you're a Razorback fan, as that should have been 6, and instead it's going to be Wiseguys football inside the 15, barring a review upcoming. And here we go. We're going to look at a replay. You see Rogers and his hands coming forward. They're going to review this if they don't overturn it now, and I think this is going to get overturned. I don't know what happened to Primes. Like somebody popped the top on a cold Bud Light in his arm.
That's something you don't see every day. I mean, I know you probably didn't like seeing it because you're a Razorback guy, but, I mean, hey, just great heads-up play there to get on top of that ball because he didn't hear the whistle. And, hey, listen, all week he was probably telling Coach Pagante, hey, this is possibly our last home game. I'm getting in that end zone.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete pass.
Okay,
Third
so
down.
the officials, they didn't need a review. The officials were able to go back and talk about it, and it is the right call. The fans aren't happy about it, but it is a – oh, I'm sorry, they did review that. I have no idea what's happening. Our officials said the ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. So not real sure, but either way, it was the right call. It is – still going to be, oh, and a nice play. Primes. Oh, ball's out again. Oh, my goodness. That is 3 times on this drive alone that Rogers has coughed it up.
And lost his helmet.
And the Wiseguys just cannot take advantage.
And a heads-up play there by Primes. I mean, he goes from recovering the non-fumble to dropping the ball to now making another play. I mean, this guy's all over the place.
And give Crockett, that was DeWandre Crockett once again, got his paw in there and ripped that ball out. After all that, it's 4th down and about 4. But Primes, to your point, what a play he made to be able to catch Rogers as he was trying to get around that block and really shut that play down. Primes has been huge on this drive.
He's coming.
Rogers has got a ton of room to run if he wants to. Instead, he throws it across the field. Oh, wow! Oh, wow! Did he complete the catch? Touchdown, Woo! Woo, baby, what a touchdown! Oh, my goodness!
Da-da-da,
That's flashes of our own guy, Aaron Dilworth, who's out tonight. What a play as he goes flying into the Oaklawn booth.
Hold on.
The question's going to be, does he complete the catch, which is what they're looking at. The ball, you can catch it, and it is confirmed. Touchdown. Wow. Unbelievable.
Somebody better call ESPN. Okay, so here we go. Here's the look. So he throws it off the back foot.
Look at that. That is unbelievable. Now they'll go for 2. Rogers looking. Rogers scrambling. Rogers trying to make a move, and he's in. Give him 2 as he goes through the gate. And all of a sudden, this place is dead silent as the 2-point conversion makes it 24-19. Woo lead it.
I'll tell you, you go back and you look at that touchdown, I thought, now again, I'm not the official review guy who makes the final say. He was beside me watching that play, but I thought the ball actually touched the ground and he didn't have possession of it. But again, we have the official review right beside us, and I thought it touched the ground and he lost control of the ball. But
well, and you saw Crockett initially. Crockett is back there saying it was no catch. Again, the rule is as long as he goes down to the ground with the ball, it is a catch. So
I just was talking to the official review guy beside me, and he said when he went over the wall, he thought the same thing I did, that that the nose of the football came loose, but he maintained possession through the contact of the ground, and it was just a great play.
Crockett comes up, catches this one at the 10. Crockett trying to make something happen, spinning off guys at the 15. He'll be dumped as he gets out to the 18-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 17. I tell you what, Tristan, if you're Coach Bones, you got to figure something out here, and you got to figure out in a hurry. The Woo have been on a roll. This third quarter has belonged to them. This is a 19-6 game at the break. 24-19 now with 2.5 to go in the third.
Well, and again, that was something that I talked about when we came back from the first half break, is that they were going to have to figure out how to stop Ambrose and get pressure on him. That first play, they sent 4 guys after him. The next drive after that, they sent 2 guys after him and was able to stop the plays, any play from going on. So if they keep doing some of the same here, you're possibly looking at the Woo coming out of this game with a victory.
Now Ambrose, again, being chased, just has to throw it away. A souvenir on its way. And a go! Look at GM making the catch. Mr. Goodman, he hands it off to a kid. He didn't keep it. He's got enough balls.
Chris Goodman, GM of the year.
That's right.
I'll say it.
Should be. Over at Duluth, or from Mars, it's 36-12. Duluth leads that one. So second down and 10. Ambrose fakes the handoff, keeps it, a lot of room, cuts across the field, dives forward, and he'll get about 5 on the play.
And now we're starting to see where exactly in the offense Dilworth is being missed at, because if you have Dilworth on the field right now, I mean, an argument can be made for both ways of that, but I think with Dilworth on the field, it possibly is a lot closer than what it is now.
Having Dilworth out is key. I mean, that's a huge piece. But we've seen a lot of folks step up, and Terrell Brown. Now they'll look for Hicks. He makes, he hurdles a man. Hicks spins off man. First down, Wiseguys.
And that play was almost blown up before it really became anything, because Trey Harlan, I guess he's related to me in some way, shape, or fashion, but he almost got in that backfield and sacked Ambrose. But again, that's something that Ambrose has struggled with all game. If you got 2 people coming at you, you've got to get rid of that ball.
Now Ambrose drops. He's got Evans. Instead looks away, goes back in zone, and Travion James, Senator touchdown. James with the touchdown. And just like that, Wiseguys back up by a point, 25-24.
Well, I tell you, Ambrose underthrew that ball. I mean, look, great play in the end zone, but Ambrose underthrew it. I mean, you don't see plays like that made any other place but right here by the Wiseguys offense. But, I mean, look, great play. Ambrose is a great player, but he definitely underthrew that one.
Now Ambrose looking, left side, nothing there. He's got Hicks instead across the field. And James, did he get it? He got it! James gets the conversion. Oh my goodness! Senate is in session in Hot Springs.
Trip Keeter's got to be careful hitting his head that hard.
What a drive out of Travion James. And I tell you right now, we might need to send this film to Coach Escola. He hadn't seen James do this kind of stuff in a while. We see our very own Trip Keeter. Give him some love.
Look at you diving deep in the bag for that one. It's almost like you've been doing this for a good amount of years.
A day or 2. And Crockett somehow misses the scoreboard. This one caught, returnable. Oh my, what a block. Across the 15. That's going to be a hold. 25, let him run. And out to the 15, as that'll do it for our third quarter of play. A little extracurricular at the end. Crockett has words. We got an injured player in the middle of the field. That'll do it for us here in the fourth. A huge touchdown by Travion James to end the third, and the 2-point conversion puts him back on top. Rogers in trouble, ball's out, and this time the Wiseguys recover.
They got lucky because there was a false start on the play, but great play by the Wiseguys to force that ball out and get the ball in the
inside the Bud Light red zone. Evans, they'll hand it away to Evans. Evans trying to find a seam. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, they're going to mark him down at the 1 yard line. It'll be second down and goal as they took the fury out of my call.
And just great blocks there on the initial front. And he stretches out, but he's just a hair short.
How can you tell? The line of scrimmage is a little crooked. The
Well,
goal
look,
line.
look, they're going back. Thank you,
There you
Jonathan
go.
Webb. And watch, he's going to run over here. He's going to get great blocks
They may
up
review
front.
this.
He's going to hammer home, but where does his knee touch?
Oh,
if we could go back,
that's-
if we could go
Previous
back
play
just a
is
little
under
bit
review.
so we can see where his knee touches. I mean, his knee is touching right as that ball hits the goal line.
We need to stop it.
So go forward a little bit, and we're going to stop it right.
Let's see, knees.
Go forward a little bit. We're almost there. And his knee's going to touch right.
His knee, I can't see where that
It's right
left
here.
knee is, though.
It's right there. The knee touches right there. So, yeah, he's definitely a yard short. Shout out to our replay of Jonathan Webb. I mean, what a great look that is.
Hey, shout out to our camera operator, Avery McMullen.
Oh, yeah, dude's
Get
been on
him in on
fire.
that, man. That's a play. That is some A-plus stuff. And so our replay official is looking at it hard right now. And it's close, but I don't think it's going to be enough to overturn it.
Stands,
We're
yeah,
gonna
I
call
just
on
heard
the
him say
field
it.
stands, so we get the backstage look at it as it happens.
Yeah.
So
Review.
Too bad the
Rolling
Titans
on
didn't have
the
that
field
look at the Super Bowl.
stand.
hate to,
Second down.
I hate to, burst our white hats official, but we got to say first.
Yeah. Because we're the cool guys.
All right, so second and goal. And Evans, they're going to do it again. Nope, Hicks. Oh, boy. As Hicks went airborne, but give the Woo credit, no fear as they met him at the apex and stopped it. Look at this play.
I mean, he's just going to come right up the middle, try to jump it. But Kevon Smith gets the hit on the ankles to get him brought down before he crosses the pylon.
This time Ambrose, lobs it. Brown,
Oh,
too
he
much.
tried.
Yeah. Brown, I think, stopped that a little short. Ambrose wanted him on the backside. Instead, it'll be fourth and goal as we see our fan who made a great play.
And again, and this is not to discredit his game at all, but that's probably the third or fourth pass Ambrose has thrown that's either been overthrown or just a little too short.
Well, and you got to think, though, part of that is by design. You're expecting your guy to be right up on that wall. And, again, we say he overthrows it, but out of bounds is in play.
Right.
Now Hicks, left side, give him 6. Quay Hicks, big bodies his way in for 6, and Wiseguys extend their lead 33-24.
And I know probably 6 to 7 high school coaches in the state of Arkansas that preaches the run offense like that. I mean, he took the handoff, was not shy about it, got around the outside and just tiptoed into the end zone.
Yeah, that was impressive. And again, that's the wrinkle off the fact that your quarterback can't run, and that's the plus to having guys like you've got out there in Hicks amongst others right now in this ball game. So they'll go for 1 to make it a 10-point lead. Brown and Evans in motion. Ambrose drags the RPO, wide open. Evans catches it, and he's in. So the conversion is good. And with 12-17 to go in the ballgame, Wiseguys lead this one 34-24.
Well, and it's kind of funny because Evans on that play, after he gets into the end zone.
Again next Saturday night. So ready for our throw off is Crockett. Throws this one to the right side. Returnable across the 5, slips down. Well, the hardest hit was the block. As Marcel Brooks was the return man, and so it'll be Iowa Woo football from the 5.
So the interesting part about this drive, and Steve, and I want to hear your take on it too, but Rogers has kind of been rattled. I mean, he's had issues. He coughed the ball up. He's having equipment malfunction. So, and right there, false start should have been called earlier. Now it's being called, and they're going to get back to be more. They may even call him for a safety. But
Prior to the snap,
my
false
point
start.
here is, and this is kind of what I want to hear from you and your standpoint on it, is that has the equipment kind of affected Rogers in a way that the defense has only added on the tension of a pressure to?
Yeah, I mean, you got to think that's maybe part of it, as he's definitely kind of geared up over there, and you've seen him a few wardrobe changes in between. So, yeah.
We're backed up all the way to the wall. No pun intended, because there's walls all around the field.
Rogers rolling left, looking, throwing over the middle, and a nice adjustment, breaks free as he breaks the tackle of Crockett, and give him 6. As Vontre Henderson made the catch and broke the tackle, and this one ain't over yet, as the Woo dance in the Wiseguys end zone, and it's a 34-30 game.
And look, and here's what I'll say about that play. And to my best analysis understanding of that play, the defensive back shouldn't have went for the interception or tried to even knock the ball down. He should have went for the initial tackle, stop the touchdown, focus on the next play, but instead you jump in the air, you land kind of awkward, and once the tackle's broken, there was no second chance to get him. I mean, he made one move and he was gone. Oh, bad snap there.
So he looked to the middle, instead rolling right, throwing, slipped and incomplete. So it'll stay a 34-30 game with 11:29 to go in the ball game.
But again, now the question becomes, what do you do to stop Carlos Rogers? What do you do to stop Jordan Ambrose? Well, what both teams need to do is they need to start getting to the quarterback. They need to blitz. They need to tell their defensive backs to stay on their feet to stop going for the interceptions.
We're going to have another quarterback battle, apparently.
Could be wrong, but I think our MC here is the one who organized this throw-off. And
yeah, our MC has taken it upon herself to take control of every timeout, which is certainly starting to slow things down. And, I mean, you start thinking about momentum, and I get it. We've got a few games we want to play here, but you potentially are killing your home team's momentum with all these stoppages.
Yeah, there's 11:29 left in the game. We can't be – look, and I'm not being hypocritical here, or I'm being, super over the top, but you can't go in the field with 11:29 left to go in the game because, like you just said, that kills all the momentum.
I was looking at our comments again, Josh Stein, talking about the crowd. Again, you can't say enough about what Chris Goodman, his staff has done, being able to continue to fill this up. Initially I think the thoughts were 8 o'clock game made more sense because it could get folks off the lakes and over here. But instead, what we've done is moved it to 7, try to get a few more folks in with kids. And my goodness, has it ever worked out. This has been an absolute blast. And cannot thank the Arena League enough, as well as Chris Goodman and the Wiseguys crew, for allowing us to be here and call these games. It's been a ton of fun, but we love it. You guys have enjoyed the calls and enjoyed the ball games. And hopefully we brought you some good stuff here over the last couple of weeks or a couple of months. And if the Wiseguys can hold on for 11:29, we're going to get one more.
Hey, I hope to be back with you guys. It's been a lot of fun.
All right, so our media timeout has ended, and they will throw this off. Throws it away from Evans. He catches it. Oh, my gosh, Evans is popped, and he may not have got out. Let's see where they spot this. We don't have an angle, and they're spotting it at the 1.
Rules official is currently being tied away due to a conversation.
I think they're trying to, I think it was a lost item. I think she thought this was the lost and found. It is not.
Well, the Natural State Sports Network is what this is, partner.
This is the Arena League Network.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I looked down at my shirt, had to remember where it was.
We'll be that place in just a few short weeks for the rest of the year. All right, so backed up into the shadows of their own goal line, the wrong end of the Bud Light red zone was Ambrose in this offense, and this is dangerous. Evans, your motion man. They're going to run behind Hicks. Ambrose finds a hole out across the 5. He pitched it, caught, Hey, that one maybe gained another yard. That may have been more dangerous than it needed to be.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be making a choice like that this far into my own territory, but, I mean, I understand why they did it. Great heads-up play there by the Wiseguys offense. But right now, they need to stop worrying about the trick plays and worry about getting the ball into the end zone.
Yeah. Not the other end zone, because that could have very easily went the other way. Either way, it works out. Second down, about 4. Ambrose in trouble, steps up, finds his man. That's Hobbs. Hobbs battling, pushing, and he'll finally be taken down, but he's got enough for a Wiseguys first down.
And I guess from here on out, I'm going to have to start watching and counting how many seconds Ambrose has to get the ball off, because it seems like the last 6 plays that the Wiseguys have been on offense, he's had less than 3 seconds to get rid of that ball, because he's got 2 outside guys coming for his head every single play.
Well, and they've done a good job, too. I like what Iowa's doing, kind of twisting some stuff in the middle, too. So you're taking every lane away. Now, this time he's going to be able to throw it, and took out the popcorn tin. That one, oh, no. Hey, you got to keep your head on a swivel. You're going to sit that close to the field, folks. As that ball bounced off a table. Yeah, there we go. She deserves that one. As that lady took that one right off the back of the head, and I can't, I'm not real sure what just happened. Number 8, Jamichael Williams just kind of went down. So motion man James gets off the line with just a light touch. Now Ambrose in trouble, shrugs the man off. Now in a lot of trouble. Ball's out, and oh boy, the Woo just pounced on it, and Coach Mann is dancing like a madman up the sideline. And let's see, we're waiting on an official call. There is a fight at the bottom of that. More importantly, Ambrose is very slow. He has not gotten to his feet yet. And it will be, let's see.
Rolling on the field is a fumble recovered by Iowa for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Woo. Big man touchdown again in this building, as your namesake, Mr. Harlan, I think, is the one that fell on it. But of more concern for Wiseguys fans,
I think his knee was down. I hate to cut you off, but I think his knee was down before he lost the ball.
We're going to get a really good look at it. Nope. And you wish it was, because it was a very awkward turn for Ambrose on the play. Hey, boy. All of a sudden, this place has gone silent. And for multiple reasons, you have to hope, if you're a Wiseguys fan, that Ambrose is okay.
Yeah, because your offense completely changes, and now's not the time for that to happen.
Well, and I don't even know what your offense goes to. We've not seen anybody but Jordan Ambrose in the backfield for the Wiseguys. And so a 36-34 game. As Rogers drops, looking, throwing, wants it in the back corner, and a good play defensively as Crockett got up and swats that one away. But after the turnover and fumble recovery in the end zone for the Woo, it is a 36-34 lead. As Iowa trying to ruin the party here in Hot Springs.
Well, and again, it seems like ever since I said something about Crockett keeping his head on the swivel, every ball that's gone his way.
Makes it a little difficult, but I believe it's been Olabrice the whole time as he rips this one down to the other side. Takes a hop, caught by Evans. And Evans, I tell you, the strategy I love the strategy by the Woo on these throw-offs. And I'm a little surprised that the Wiseguys aren't countering it by moving Evans earlier. They're waiting, and Evans is getting over there very late and not able to catch the ball in the air, and it's just leading to really, really poor field position for the Wiseguys.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, I mean, at the end of the day, how many times are you going to have a throw-off that goes for 20 to 30 yards or even a score? But, hey, good news is that Ambrose is back in.
Yeah. He'll hand it away. Evans left side. Evans, oh boy, oh my goodness. Evans is absolutely hammered. And the Wiseguys are going in reverse on these last couple of drives. And we may have an injured Wiseguy. There's Lester and others over there trying to help Evans up. We're going to get a good look at it here.
Oh,
oh man. And again, we talk about how hard this surface is. And Evans, back of his head, really hit the turf hard. Evans going to stay out there, though, I believe, assuming he knows he's out there. Now Ambrose over the middle. What a catch. Oh, go, big man. Oh, Hobbs was a step away. He could have kept his feet. The former Cleveland Brown about found his way into the end zone for the Wiseguys there.
And look at the replay here. Just turn around, quick little tight end pop.
And you need more of that out of Ambrose here on this drive. That beats that quick pressure every single time. Evans, your motion man again. This time they'll give it away. Hicks left side. Hicks, shoestring tackle doesn't work. He bounces off the wall. That'll bring up a second down.
Well, back to your point about the quick little passes is, the Woo has not been defending the short underneath side of the field. So you get those quick pops in, you're driving the ball down the field really well.
Over the middle this time, again, Hobbs makes the catch.
That's complete. That's good for a Justin Mitloff. Justin Mitloff for first down.
Now Evans motions again. Look at the block. Hicks, and instead he wanted Hobbs. Hobbs being held. He's begging for a flag. No call.
That's complete intended for number 15.
And I tell you, you'd think. We got one. That was my moment. Dang it.
Well, it's funny because I was sitting here out of my pocket trying to throw an imaginary flag, and I just look over my shoulder, and he's just looking right at my soul.
And whistles before the play, and this may add insult to injury.
Timeout.
Nope, timeout.
Hot Springs. First
That's
charge
tough, though.
timeout of the half.
That's their first time out of the second half, so still 2 left. And for those of you,
They're getting into it.
that's right, they're going to be over at Maxine's after this. Ambrose drops, looking right, throwing. Got Evans, and Evans couldn't hold on to it, and then he pays for it as he is nearly split in half on the wall, and he's still there. And I'm not sure if he's hurt or if he's just checking to make sure a kid that he ran into is okay. I think Evans took the worst of that one. Evans.
And the Wiseguys would like to give a huge
Give him credit, the toughness to stay in. You look at this play. Oh, that's
It hit him in the face.
That's one of those you just hate because you know if I'm going to take that much contact, I really wish I would have held on to that football.
Well, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a kid down there sitting and wearing a purple shirt. The ball hit him right in the face.
Whew. Third down, looking, and nice play. That one tipped out of there by number 1, Marcel Brooks, and that'll bring up a fourth down. I'll tell you what, the bravest person in this building is this lady with her baby on the side rail. Not this guy. That seems a good place to be. Now Crockett, your motion man. Got a penalty. They'll dump this one off. Hicks makes the catch. Instead of a hurdle, he spins. He's got a first down, and we'll see what the penalty is. Multiple flags.
Well, it looked like one of the receivers got tripped by the defense on the initial motion, but
Harlan's pointing at the Wiseguys, but that may be more of a hopeful point. We'll see.
Illegal substitution on the offense. 5-yard penalty, fourth down.
illegal substitution on the Wiseguys.
How do you get an illegal substitution out of a timeout? I'll tell you what, that's got to be frustrating. Wow. So they came out with 8. Wow. I tell you what, that's tough. To come out of a timeout and you go back, and now they still, they still had 8 on the field. Now they get it right as they get Hicks off the field. Now Ambrose on 4th and forever, slips.
Oh, wow.
He's got to pitch it. Instead, ball comes loose, scooped up by the Woo, and it's going to be 1st and goal, Woo. And boy, things are falling apart. We've got multiple injured players down for the Wiseguys. Lou Dorsey's injured. I saw Lester frustrated. I believe that's Wayne Callwood who's still down. I'm trying to see the number.
We have a player down on the field, medical personnel checking on. Wiseguys fans, if I could have your attention, please.
Well, prime position. Motioning, they hand it away. And good pursuit there on that play as Jamon Williams came from the backside to make that tackle.
Well, disadvantage here is the Wiseguys, according to the scoreboard, have only one timeout left, and we're playing with a running clock up until 2 minutes.
That's right. Well, and to add insult to injury to that one timeout left, one of those timeouts, you likely might have had a first down coming out of the timeout, and instead you get called for too many men on the field out of the timeout. It's negated that and then led to the subsequent fumble and recovery by the Woo. So second down, and we've got a penalty, delay of game.
Delay of game.
Rogers
Offense.
looks confused.
5-yard penalty. Second down.
That could be huge. The fans getting into it, the defensive chance, and the delay of game. I don't know.
That's a moment right here where you can get some momentum back if you can get a stop. And again, we talk about this condensed field. It's already hard enough in a condensed field at the NFL 100-yard field to score. Now you shrink it down to half that size and you take away some of the options. This is a tough position and really benefits the defense. That one bobbled. Rogers looking to escape, and he launches this one, going to make its way out of bounds. And boy, fortunate for the Woo that he got that one out, and it'll be third down. Taylor Hunt out there hunting big game, and he found him a Woo.
That's almost exactly what I was about to say.
Sorry to steal your thunder there.
No, you're all good.
Great minds and voices think alike.
Rogers is hurt. He's pointing at his elbow. He was pointing at his elbow to his coach.
You know, he's been beat up too, and you wonder how much that takes out of the passing game for him. And it looks like the Woo are going to let this run down and call a timeout to give Rogers a moment to maybe shake some of that out. But we've seen it all night. You know, he's been over here in their corner.
Iowa.
Wardrobe changes,
charge, timeout of the
changing out
half.
different pads, putting team plus the 2-minute warning. Rogers puts Brown in motion, rolls left. Now he's in trouble, being chased, looking. He is hammered. Down he goes at the 20-yard line. What a play by the Darren Primes.
Watch this replay. Not only does number 13 break pressure, but my goodness, what a man Jordan Lavert is. Just came through and gave him a grown man shove. Oh, excuse me, sorry, I was looking at the wrong roster. But Primes comes through there and gives him a shove. Got a little excited there.
It happens.
Yeah.
But again, you wonder, when you look at the situation, Rogers was very. So the Woo facing a fourth down and goal.
Ball.
Dropped it, ball's down. There was a whistle.
Start.
We're
It's
going to
gonna
get a
be false
false start. Taylor Hunt recovers it
Prior
with
to
his
the
knees.
snap,
But
false
really a
start,
break for the
offense.
Woo as it's going to be a false start.
5-yard penalty.
Blows the play
Replay
dead and it'll
fourth
stay
down.
fourth down.
Please reset the game clock to 2 minutes. Thank
did
you.
move.
You got to think, did the Woo surrender the ball here?
I don't think so. Not at midfield, although it would not be the worst idea. And they're not. Now we've seen the Wiseguys convert on these long fourth downs. Justin Brown, the big receiver right here outside the numbers on the near side. He'll be the motion man. They'll back the safeties up. Hunt, hunting his man, looking for Rogers. They throw middle, caught. And now some moves needed for Henderson. Henderson going to be wrapped up, trying to pull it out of there, and instead falls forward to the 5-yard line. And that might have worked out about the best it could have for the Woo. It'll be a turnover on downs, but they ate up 20 yards of field position in the process, so it works almost like a great punt.
And Hunt almost got back into the backfield to get a sack there. I don't know if you caught that on that play.
All right, so be Jordan Ambrose in the offense. They are 44 yards away from pay dirt. Ambrose looking,
Oh, wow.
intercepted. Now looking to return it, and Lester makes the tackle, and that may just about do it, Tristan.
Well, I'll tell you exactly what happened on that play that caused the interception. I don't know if we're going to get another look on it or not, but on the initial play, number 11, Terrell Brown got hit. Terrell Brown got hit in his initial motion, and he hit the wall, which allowed this defense to kind of shift their coverage and get right on Trevon James.
Well, and listen, the other piece to that is you wonder if there's any miscommunication. Because James is a guy, while he's had a great night, hasn't had a lot of opportunities with Ambrose. Now you're missing a guy in Aaron Dilworth who's not on the field, and you saw that. It looked like Ambrose expected James to sit that route down, which is actually exactly what Frankie Solomon Jr. did.
Right.
He set it down like the receiver, and instead James cut out on that play, and it looks like that may have been a miscommunication. James thought it was an out route. Ambrose thought it was a curl.
Timeout, Iowa. That's
Iowa's
their
going
third
to burn
and
their
final
last
timeout of the
timeout
half.
here with 1:40 as they couldn't get their set in. 10 to snap it on the ground. And they get all over Rodgers, and they did not let them score. Timeout, I believe. Are they going to use the timeout? They have not. They're going to let this clock run. So they still haven't started the play clock, and keeping an eye on it here. Still waiting on the play clock to start. And now it rolls, and we're basically right on it. A minute. They can hold this all the way to about 1:01 before they got to snap it. They're going to run some guys on late. They may not even snap it. They're out of timeouts, but they may go ahead and take the delay of game, and they're going to. I'm not sure about that strategy. So there's your delay of game with 59 seconds.
Delay of game, offense.
So that almost gives the
5-yard
Wise
penalty.
Guys an extra timeout.
Second down.
It does. It allows you that extra time. Not sure that I agree with that strategy. And again, the Wise Guys still have one timeout remaining.
I almost foresee if they go past here that we're going to see a turnover.
Brown's your motion man. Rodgers drops. Pressure coming. Rodgers steps up through it, looking. Left side. Still looking. Line drive throw.
Oh, well.
Brown caught it.
I
And
was wrong.
touchdown. And that should be a penalty, and it is. Brown threw the ball at the defender after the play. Now Kyle Lester gets in on the act, and now we might, oh, careful now. What we don't want to see of any sort pretty well takes this game out. Brown again, the motion man. Rodgers steps up. Being chased. Ball's
Ball.
loose. Oh, pick it up. Hunt trying to get it, and that one will be falling on. As Hunt had a chance to cut this to 42-36, which would have been 40 seconds to go. Line drive, that will bounce, I believe, and it did. Outside, this is a huge break for the Wise Guys. The ball did not make it into the landing zone. And so it's going to be Wise Guys football all the way at the 10. Because they get it at the 25, and the unsportsmanlike penalty is going to move this ball all the way to the 10-yard line.
I forgot about
This
that.
is huge.
The throw off did not reach the 10-yard line in the air.
This is huge.
By rule, the ball was placed at the
huge
25-yard
call.
line.
But if they
From
score,
there,
they
we'll
still
enforce
need
the
the two-point
15-yard
conversion.
penalty from the previous unsportsmanlike conduct.
Wow.
First down.
So this is inside the 15. It'll be 1st and 10 Wise Guys from the 13-yard line. All right, so Ambrose in the offense. So motion Chapman. Stepping up is Ambrose, in trouble, throws it back in the end zone. Brown, oh, great defensive play. As I said Brown, I believe that was Chapman who elevated for it. But a great play out there by Frankie Solomon Jr. to knock that one away. Blake Morris says, we're trying to lose. It feels like both teams are trying to lose this game at certain points so far.
Right.
Shake and bake, is that a good difference or a bad difference? So Ambrose on second down. Tell you, the Wiseguys getting all the breaks right now. Evans, your motion man. He gets knocked off his route. Ambrose steps up. A lot of room. Ambrose like a loaf of bread. Ambrose, get him 6. Oh, late hit. And the late hit. Ambrose, give him 6. And it is a 2-point game. And Ambrose took a shot into that wall as you see him limping back away. And again, these walls don't break away. They are metal and they don't feel good. That ball got launched. And so now I appreciate that shake and bake. James Micah says, let's get this in high school. I think that means high school. We have it.
A touchdown.
So touchdown, Wiseguys.
Personal
foul as they lose. Really are feeling like they're trying to lose
That penalty
this.
will be enforced half the distance. There will be a 2-point try from the 5-yard line.
So watch this replay here. So he's going to scramble out of the pocket and just absolutely take a, oh my goodness.
That's bad football right there, man. You can't do that. That's Marcel Brooks, who's had a great game, but you can't do that. All right, here we go. They'll go for 1. Wait, what? Now rolling to his right, Ambrose in trouble and his dumps. So that, I'm assuming we're going to see that onside conversion here. I'm lost as to why they would have went for 1.
Well, you got to remember the unnecessary roughness possibly could have moved him up with the 2.
Oh, you're right. Half the distance. You are absolutely right. I'm sorry. I see, and here's my thing, and I think that's what Bones is trying to get a clarification on. So here's my problem with that. You took the penalty there, and you didn't have to. From the 5, so they got to get out to the 25. Ambrose drops, looking, launching. Chapman is there. He's behind him.
Oh, wow.
He got it. Chapman caught it. Chapman caught it at the 1. What a play. Oh, my goodness. What did we just witness?
Roderick Chapman, wow. You, sir. Okay, watch this play here. So he's going to drop back. Pressure coming. The best throw we've seen him make all game. Okay, right there. Franklin backpedals, and he trips himself up and allows him to get under the ball and allow Chapman to be in better position. I don't know if we can go back to that after the official review, but Chapman backpedals, and he almost slips on the initial
count. 20 seconds on the clock just to set it up. Touchdown. It's not over yet, but a chance it is. Ambrose can't run. Rolls right. Got his man. Oh! Jordan was as surprised as the rest of us.
You're not going to get that good of a look twice.
Oh, wide open. What's so much fun about this league? Evans again, your motion man. Ambrose rolling that way over the middle. And, Brown couldn't come up with it as that one falls to the turf.
12 seconds left. 2-point game. 1 timeout. Watch the replay. He's got 2. Okay. I don't know. But he has 2 open receivers there, and they collide with one another. So that allows the ball to go right past.
They had Hicks and Brown both there. 3rd down and goal.
Ambrose can't run.
Nope. Evans, the motion man. Ambrose. Oh, he's got James. And tipped and incomplete.
The game is on the line. 6 seconds left.
It'll be 4. Chapman's going to be your motion man. They give it to Chapman. Chapman's going to throw it. Got it. Touchdown, Wiseguys. Touchdown, Wiseguys. Evans scores. There's 2 seconds on the clock, and it's pandemonium in Banco ZK Arena as the Wiseguys take the lead, 46-42. Bones Bagante, the magician of offensive play calls.
I tell you what, for a guy that played defensive back at the University of Cincinnati, he's a wizard when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. But again, I want to shout out Witchy Hall talking about Arena's version of the 13-second Chiefs-Bills game.
Unbelievable finish.
Marcel Brooks, he just gave up on that play. Number one for the Woo, Marcel Brooks.
Well, Brooks is the one that committed the personal foul in the back of the end zone, too. So they'll go for one. This will make it a 5-point game. Still a little surprising. Evans, the motion man, lobs it up. Dorsey, no. No, no, it's not over. No, we got to keep folks off the field. It's not over. Clock should not have ran on the conversion. There's still 2 seconds to play.
I just received confirmation if the Woo lose, their season is over.
All right. I believe that's Leverett, the speedster. We've seen his speed. He's the return man. This one thrown deep into the landing zone.
Wow.
Great throw. Stuck in the end zone. Leverett in trouble. Leverett dumped. Clock runs. Ball game! Your Hot Springs Wiseguys are the 2 seed as we head into the Arena League playoffs, and we'll play right here.
Fly away. It's the first time of today.